Walk with the Dog family. I'm Dr. Bandana Chawla, and this is my husband, Dr. Munish Chawla. We're both board certified in lifestyle medicine and very passionate about this new field. We've opened a holistic clinic in Houston, Texas called Lifestyle Dogs. And the topic we want to talk to you about today is called Be Safe, Be Strong, Be Well.
So the media has done a really good job on promoting Be Safe. We're all wearing masks, people are doing a really good job of social distancing, but there hasn't been much of a conversation on being strong or being well. So in this video, we're going to focus on these two things. I'm going to talk a little bit about being strong, and then Dr. B is going to talk about being well. So what do I mean by being strong? In the middle of this pandemic, it's not just enough to be safe. In a recent news conference, Governor of New York, Cuomo, mentioned that 2/3 of the recent hospitalizations in the New York hospitals were people who were staying largely at home. They weren't traveling, they weren't going to their jobs, and yet they still contracted the coronavirus that they ended up being in the hospital. So even though they were practicing safe distancing, social distancing, they still got sick. So that made us think that we need to do more. And one of the things we can do is to improve our immune system. And how best can we do this? By bringing lifestyle medicine into our life. As some of you may know, the 6 pillars of lifestyle medicine they're based on good nutrition, a whole food plant-based diet, exercising regularly, finding healthy ways to manage our stress, staying away from tobacco and alcohol, getting a good quality or restorative sleep, and finding community. I'm going to focus on the nutrition part, sleep, and my wife's going to cover the other topics. So what can we do in terms of nutrition to really improve our immune system? Well, the diet that is most beneficial for our immune system is a whole food plant-based diet. A diet rich in vegetables in different colors, with fruits, whole grains, legumes, and beans. This is the diet that not only reverses heart disease and obesity, it also strengthens our immune system. Our natural killer cells, their activity is boosted. So the basis of the diet needs to be lots of fruits, lots of vegetables. And the different colors, the phytonutrients, actually are good material for our immune system. Other things in terms of diet that are really helpful are things like herbs and spices, onion, garlic, ginger, turmeric. Another group of foods that are also very beneficial are probiotic foods like sauerkraut, kimchi, non-dairy yogurt. And the other things I'll put in the miscellaneous category that have really been shown to boost the immune system are things like mushroom, nutritional yeast, and green tea. So when you're eating a variety of whole plant foods, you're not only lowering your risk for heart disease and diabetes, you're also boosting your immune system and really reducing your risk for, 1, contracting the coronavirus, and number 2, if you were to get infected, the chance of having a serious illness which requires hospitalization is much lower. The other thing that's really important, especially with the COVID-19 virus, is that it mainly affects the lung. It affects other major organs, but the primary hit or the primary cause of mortality is usually lung infection. So in this setting, it's really important that we not smoke, and if someone is smoking or vaping, that they make every effort to stop. The last thing that's really helpful or good for our immune system is getting restorative sleep. Sleep is something where we do our major repairs at night. Whether it's physical or emotional, sleep is so important. So our body needs the rest to repair itself, and our immune system plays a big part in this repair. So by getting adequate sleep, we're really resting our immune system and really setting ourselves for the best health. Now my wife is going to talk about being well. She's going to focus on exercise, stress management, and community.
So I'm a primary care physician, also board certified in internal medicine, and I've been getting a lot of calls from my patients recently with symptoms of depression and anxiety. due to the pandemic crisis and also due to the societal crisis we're going through right now. So it reminded me of a Darren Morton article that I had read. He's a brilliant psychologist in Australia, and the article gave lots of little catchy phrases as tips that we can use for our emotional health and mental health. And some of these tips I'll mention, but I'll just go over a few that relate to walk with a dog. These tips are: food feeds mood, motion creates emotion, blue and green should often be seen, rest to feel best, together feels better. So the ones that relate to walk with a dog that you can check off by going to your virtual or in-person walk with a dog are motion creates emotion, right? So walking around is not just good for our emotional health, but it turns out it's also good for our physical health and also good for our immune health. Blue and green should often be seen. So seeing blue skies and green trees and green grasses, that also boosts our endorphins and improves our physical health and also boosts our immunity. And then together feels better. That sense of community is so important. And right now we're really struggling with that, with the social distancing. So it's really important to go to these virtual walk with the dogs that are available now and still feel that sense of community. So check off those boxes by going to walk with a dog. So we just want to remind everyone out there during these challenging times to be safe, to be strong, and to be well. And if you guys have any comments or questions or tips of your own that you want to share with us, feel free to contact us through our website, lifestyledogs.com. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.